In this video, I'm going to talk about a very difficult subject, and that is loneliness. And, I'm going to talk a little bit about how it's affecting me and, how living where I'm living is just very bad for my mental health. And, being alone makes it all that much worse. And, it's, when you're around here, you just see, especially once the sun goes down, how dead it is, how there aren't cars on the road, there aren't people walking around. It has that just depressing, dead look. Sometimes even during the day, it's like this, And meanwhile, on the South Shore, there's traffic, there's people, and it helps me deal with the loneliness that I have in my life when I'm around other people, especially people who are happy. So even though I have nothing in common with these people, they're, white finance professionals who really probably would like to see people like me completely purged off Long Island. I continue to go there because it's a happy, upbeat place to go to, whether that be Rockville Center or even Belmore, or Massapequa, or Babylon. They're all happy places that are taken care of, where you don't feel forgotten. Whereas when you're around here, you just feel very, very much forgotten. And the loneliness that I deal with in my life. I haven't had a woman in my life for many, many, many years. And it's very hard to deal with the loneliness. And, and why the plan upsets me so much. The plan, we all know the plan to purge people like us out of Long Island and force us to live elsewhere. For me, that would probably be New Jersey and Ocean County and Toms River, is not just because I'd be forced to leave Long Island, the only home I've ever known, but also because Toms River is an extremely lonely place. It actually is lonelier than the middle of the island is in a lot of ways, because it is very sparse. It is a much more sparse population. Everything is spread out more, and there's less. It's mostly older people over there. They have a lot of senior communities over there. So how am I ever going to meet a woman there if I have to live there as a single man? It would be very, very hard, even harder than here, to meet someone. Like I said, it's a very desolate feeling place, in Ocean County, New Jersey. It feels very, very desolate there. I love the Pine Barrens, but that's all you have going on is the Pine Barrens. And while the Pine Barrens are one of the most important things in my life, they're not the only thing that I need in my life. That is another reason why I fight so hard to survive here on Long Island, though life in the middle is just getting harder and harder. But if I had someone in my life, it certainly would be a lot easier to deal with. But I'm dealing with this alone. So, it's just having depression and having loneliness is very hard to deal with. It really is. It's just, when especially when you're in all that life on the South Shore, you have to come back here at night, and there's just dead. It just makes you want to cry, man. It just makes you want to cry. This is the only way I could describe it to you. It's very hard to deal with emotionally, and I don't think it's right that I should be able to live somewhere that's good for my mental health, and especially when it comes to dealing with the depression that I've struggled with my whole life. And I can't mince words. Mineola is a very depressing place to live, and the areas around it are very depressing. Garden City, Westbury, Hicksville, especially Hicksville, the whole mid-Nassau region especially is very, very depressing place to live. It really is, and it's. I still feel it's going to kill me if I can't, live where I need to live on the South Shore, where there's life, where it's taken care of, where I feel like I actually live somewhere that matters, because right now I don't. And I hope this video has shed some kind of insight, and it probably will never convince the haters and the snobs out there who don't think I deserve to have what I need, what I want. But I figured I'd make this video to explain, just a short video, to explain how it is living in the middle of the island, how difficult it can be, and how depressing it is, especially when you're coming back from the South Shore, where there's plenty of life and you don't feel alone. But here you feel very, very much alone. It feels like you're almost in the middle of a forest, but without the benefits of being in the middle of a place like the Pine Barrens. It's just an urban forest, and it's ugly too. It's very ugly here. It's not an attractive looking place to live. And I'm sorry, that's just the way I feel, but I know I'll never convince the snobs out there, but it's just another reason why I feel people with mental disabilities deserve to live where a place of their choosing. And these agencies shouldn't be looking at their bottom line. They should be looking at what's best for the people that are suffering from the mental health issues instead. But they choose to look at the bottom line instead because, again, they're controlled by the same corrupt forces that control our various levels of government here, as well as real estate and everything else that is, combined with that, including, even the MTA and Nice Bus are all in on this as well. So, anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll either find a way out of here or find someone in my life, because being lonely absolutely sucks. It really is, especially with Valentine's Day. It's just another reminder of it. And I keep looking for that somebody, and I don't want to get into specifics on that too much on this channel because it's personal. So that's all you're going to get from me on it. So thank you for watching.